What is the temperature inside the base? It's not fantastic, to be certain, but it's certainly not awful either. Eventually, we'll... like, once we actually get this set up properly, we'll have some sort of... probably a steam turbine to help manage heat with the aqua tuna. But I'll need an additional source of power. We've got so much oil, though, on this map that it shouldn't ever be a real problem for us. There we go. The hydro farm is done. I'm going to stop researching for a little bit, just to give my peeps plenty of time to get out there and take care of things. Thank you very much. Well done, Belial. I also think that deserves a clap. Someone's sleeping by the wood gens? Why would they have been doing that? Maybe they were just super tired. Have a look at stress. Let's find out why you stress. Sopping wet. Sopping wet. Sleeping. Oh no, you are sleeping. That's why your stress has gone down. Sopping wet. Yeah, it's the wet right now that's getting to people, but that's not much I can do about that one. Oh man, no, there's polluted oxygen down here. Right in amongst all of the food. Why? My goodness. That does not seem like a smart move. Frankly. I feel that this is indeed not smart. On the plus side, you know, this place isn't awful looking. I mean, it's not good either. Manual airlocks there, there, and there. That should give us enough. Now I'm going to want a atmos sensor at the bottom of each one of these that will control whether it turns on or not. An atmos sensor over here that does exactly the same thing for this one. Now, my previous system was just going to dump that oxygen out. And it was going to be grand, it truly was, but alas. Took my eye off the prize, and these are not nearly as efficient as some other things. So we really do need to get this up and running kind of as a priority now. Let's put that up to a 7 as a result. We're about 100 kilos low. Granted, there are places that I can still tap into that have oxygen. It's just getting to them. And there is oxalite, and there's in fact this algae over there that I could grab hold of and set up some little algae terrariums. But I think we'll avoid it for now. Let's just get a spawn up and running. We can probably do that a lot faster than anything else. I'm going to set this up to be hopelessly high for now, just to prevent it triggering. How is slime lung not a threat? I think it was more for early game, don't want slime lung, but late game is kind of trivial, yeah. It's very trivial late game. In early game, you could still hit a kind of a road bump where you're not getting much done in your base because people who have slime lung can go so much less far in the out and about to get things done because they're having trouble breathing. But realistically, slime lung is just it's a very trivial condition. Used to be lethal, really not anymore. And I'm kind of sad about that. I liked it when the diseases actually were dangerous. There we go. I'll just disconnect that so that we don't accidentally do it. It doesn't matter if it's granite out here because it's not going to be a part of my heat plan. Out of curiosity, how many of you are playing Stellaris at the moment? With the free weekend? Lyle enjoying a good old shower there. I'm liking it. People are actually spending a bit of time. Just chilling out. Enjoying their company. This is good. Please keep it up. Ooh, barbecue. I think so, yes, but also digging. Oof. Can't do building errands, though, but you're super strong. Loud sleeper, that's not an issue for me, but we've already got an issue with air, so I'm going to take the barbecue. Print that, please. Also grab it, because those are hungry, hungry hatches. Oh, my lord. Like, grab that right now as a 9. Go, 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 go quickly. No, no. Hatches, no. Don't you dare. Damn it. We're picking up the coal. Please store the... Ah, oh, balls. Sorry, everyone. There we go. Perfect. 3,000 grams of barbecue. They're like, I like ice. I like ice too. It stops me from cooking. I don't like being cooked. It feels weird. However, it does open my pores. I've tried the patch. I started next to the Tianaki homeworld. The visuals of it were amazing. Oh, that's fantastic. So many notifications on my phone all of a sudden, my lord. Why not hold open the doors to where you are building the oxygen production? Open it to go faster. Oh, that's a good point, actually, yeah. I'll get those doors to be open. I'll set them as a higher priority as well so they make sure it happens. There we go. Moonlight, thank you very much for that tip. Thank you very much to Kazu for the 100 bit cheer there, and Powie as well. And Bad Boy Rune, thank you so much for the 10 months, mate. Closing in on the year. Yes, you are. You are indeed. I want to copy over this setting. Bob. Bob. We actually don't need to construct the stairs over here. I only want those up so I can delete all of that. We don't technically need it down here either. Don't need it there though. There we go. Slowly getting things done. More ice. Why are you going that way instead of... That seems silly. Why are you going through the water? Every single time. Stopping off to breathe that polluted oxygen. I mean, at least it is oxygen. I suppose, technically, that is correct. Still definitely want all of this done as reasonably high priority, peeps. Come on now. That stuff, not as much so. Well, actually, yeah, a little bit. At least that part, so I can put the hydrogen generator there. We are going to want a gas reservoir about here. We will then want a gas valve. Followed by a gas shutoff valve. We'll also then want a battery. Do I really need to insulate it from the heat? I don't think so. If I do later on, I can always change things up. Honestly, it doesn't really matter where this goes, so we can just do that. Down here, though, I want to make sure that they do have a little bit of their own output. 2 of these together will fill a pipe. So technically, this could fill 2 pipes of oxygen. It will back up a bit. We're not going to have full use of this. But that's fine. For the time being, I think. More ice along. I do sometimes it kind of take a little bit of a backseat to my dupes. Even though I feel that it would be better for them to do certain things in certain ways, I'm okay to just let them try. And within a certain degree, set their own priorities. Games like this really need a Warhammer Commissar to make sure your peeps, pawns, pogs, are actually doing their job. No. Now, with regards to this over here, I could shunt this around a little bit and actually move the showers over there. Something I've realized recently. I could just expand these bathrooms off the little barracks to have showers in them as well. And then I could turn this into a massage clinic. Which would technically mean that I could have my food in here. But I'm fine with it as is, really. We could have played around with it in a couple of different ways, but this will do. Right, I'm going to want to set this one to 100 grams a second, as that will be the speed that the hydrogen generator will be able to consume it. Get rid of that. Let's start running these wires through. Now the entire thing, all of the gas pumps would just be within the limits of one of these wires. How much output does a hydrogen generator have? I mean, the hydrogen generator is basically going to have to feed power to these through transformer to make sure that I never burn anything out. That's fine, I guess. Wires coming down. It doesn't need to be a heavy watt wire here. I'm just trying to make sure that even if everything here did try to power up, that it would fail to draw enough load to burn out any one wire. Yeah, it seems that I'm having a little bit of a wonky moment with Twitch again. I do apologize, everyone. I'm not really sure what's happening with that. It might just be that, honestly, with the whole COVID thing, there's probably just a lot of people trying to use the internet. And ISPs haven't really budgeted for such high contention. That being said, I mean, Still, for it to drop completely is a bit of an oddity. Colony achievement earned. Oh, has Twitch been having problems? Because this is the thing, is I can see that the network just goes down pretty hard. But I'm not disconnecting from the internet. Because I've got other monitoring software that's telling me, yeah, my connection to the internet is fine. But my connection to Twitch bottoms out. I'm not sending packets to Twitch anymore, or rather, it's not receiving them. So I'm really not sure. But if it's a thing that's happening on Twitch last night a lot, thank you, Ica. That takes my mind off it a little bit. There are server drops. Well, see, again, that's another thing. Is there's a lot of people using Twitch right now. Aavak, you can have a transformer activated by a smart battery to drain off the excess power that will limit your O2 production. How do you mean? How do you mean drain off the excess power? I mean, this is going to be power positive, yes. But I hadn't really thought about hooking it up to the mains power in any way. I tend to prefer to keep these things a bit more isolated, I guess. Oh, damn it. Am I... Oh, yeah, I'm down. Okay, let's pop in an extra 4. I don't like using the rock crusher, honestly, because it's so hopelessly inefficient, but I guess we'll have to. Make sure that everything is on 7 right now. It's been happening with every stream I've watched over the last few months on Twitch. Oh, okay. Thanks, Sangiri. Hey, Rockham. Diolch yn fawr. Maybe I should go grab some of that algae. Try not to let the water get too much down here. It's already too much on the balls. It seems to be doing okay. Algae terrariums would be better, though, by and large. Ah, wait. I was going to build that over there just because it would make it a little bit easier on my connection of the automation wires, but if I do that, then as a direct consequence, that's further away, so I don't really win anyway. There we go. This way I can build a little hamster wheel over there just to get the system up and running. Initially, the system is going to be very dirty, and so it's going to take a little bit of time, because I'm going to want to get everything out of there rather than leave anything on the floor in there. So I'm going to get those built now. Oxalite? No. Much sadness. I will take the raclet. Oh, the piping is in the right place. Again, it gives priority to the well, basically the water production facilities, for all intents and purposes. I'm getting a little bit concerned now. I mean, it's not terribly unbreathable there, but it's still not good either. By quite a ways. There's a lot of oxygen up there, but there's not enough that would get down to us. I could tap into some of the slime biome areas, get that polluted oxygen out, but again, not really where I want to be going with that. We'll see. So right now, it's just a matter of waiting. A lot of work to do. We will hook this up. I want to copy settings. Now, for the time being, I'm going to want to vent this gas. Quite largely going to want to vent this gas, actually. So I will draw a pipe all the way up there. This way, I can just... Because we're not going to have hydrogen in it to begin with. It's going to be anything but hydrogen. But, while that's all running, I can at least start getting other things going. Now, one thing you could do, with the hydrogen coming out of here, is this hydrogen was cooler than the internal of the base, which it won't be. But if it was, I could pipe the hydrogen around the base first before dumping it into the generator, as that would get rid of any... that would, you know, capture some of the heat from the base. I am thinking of just having a vent kind of midway up the wall. Now we're only going to have one pipe, really. I could have 3 separate vents, each one of those pumps dealing with a different one. But it's probably not that worth it. One there will do. Likewise, something like this. And finally on this side as well. That's more than enough events. And the first thing we're going to do is up here we will split. Probably around there. Now the problem with this... Actually, let me cancel that one. The issue here is it's not going to be spread evenly, and that's always a kind of a pain, in my opinion. But it'll have to do for now. Also, these should not be on the 7. These should be 6s. If I run it on this roof, though, they're going to have a hard time getting up there to take care of it. So I'm going to have to build some ladders. It's kind of a pain in the bum, but it's the way I'm going to do it for now. There we are. This way they will have 2 pipes visible rather than 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, is it really that much of a bother to have 3 visible, I wonder? You know what? It probably isn't. I'm worrying about that, but it's probably going to be far more of a pain in the bum to have to build ladders to gain access to it. There we go. Blackney, chaotic, wimpy. I don't even know where to begin with the stuff you're talking about. It's just so out of nowhere weird. My lord. Edge. Definitely over 9,000. Right, everything here seems to be set up. So, the first thing we're going to need to do is get all of it swept out of there. There we are. Let's just get all of that swept up there. And that one down below. I could put the vents on the floor, I guess, but then I wouldn't be able to build plants or little statues and things like that, which is why I was kind of avoiding doing that. I prefer the vents to be somewhere where I'm not going to use that space anyway. On that note at all, item there would have been nice. Guess a vent here would be okay, because I will probably have a nice big painting there. We'll see though. For now, this can do it. I'm not putting it in the corners because I want coving there. Okay, that's fine. Let's get all of this cleaned out, please. On the oh, ha ha ha! Almost missed it, didn't I? Okay, that's probably going to take me a little bit more effort to get hold of, but let's get that one pulled down as well. Don't worry, peeps. We will have plenty of oxygen for you in just a moment. Where did I want to... There's the park sign. Good, good, good. But... no, that's fine. They should be able to handle that. Where's the batteries? Let's get that battery up and running. I think we've already got the automation wire going through there. Indeed we go. Then all we're going to need to do is set up a little hamster wheel. And we can get this working. But it is a good suggestion to have the vents on the floor, because that would reduce the amount of piping that anyone will be able to see. The reason why I'm not going in from the side is because it would add an extra place where, well, I guess in this particular instance. Yeah, actually, it wouldn't make any difference. No, you're completely correct. Completely correct. I was trying to avoid having too many junctions on the pipe, because then it just makes things even more complicated. But no, you're 100% correct. I was being very, very much a derp. Well, those ones are already done, unfortunately, but that's fine. We can deconstruct these ones. We'll just have a little bit of extra piping, but that's fine by me. This one will introduce a bit of an extra twist, but it's fine overall. Ideally, I want this to be the branch point. Then some goes down there, some goes up there, but it's a small loss. This is going to basically get half of all of the oxygen coming into the base. And I wanted to avoid giving preferential flow to any of the vents like that, but there's only so much you could do, I guess. Could you take care of that one as a super duper high priority for me, please? No. Apparently not. Oh, dear. There we go. Well, you picked up a lot of granite there. 1,000. You're picking up a ton of granite at a time. Dear Lord. Turn of the century. Hooray. Right, there we go. This can now be set to auto, and then I'm just going to make it... Oh, well, we would. Except for the fact that there's now granite there. Someone ran out of breath while they were cleaning up. I keep getting surprised by how quickly they're filling things up, but you know what? I shouldn't be. Also, that shouldn't even be there. Damn it. When did I set that up? Clearly set it up for some reason, but I had been wondering where they were running off with all this stuff when a place got full. A pipe's not ugly. I thought pipes had a minus a core. Oh, they don't. Huh. Well, well. I thought they had a negative to core. My bad on that one. Thank you very much for pointing out my mistake. I'll bear that in mind in the future. It only took us 100 days to get to the point where we're going to have a steady supply of oxygen. It's fine. Perfectly normal. How's the temperature doing? It's not terrible down here, I guess, but it's positively normal over there, though. I do like the kind of rainbow hues you get when a hot and cold biome meet. Well, a hot and cold biome, actually, yeah. Quite specifically. You don't tend to get it with just a hot and cool biome. Not to quite the same degree. Maybe they like the steampunk aesthetic. Yeah, they might do, actually.